My name is Chris Ramirez. I'm really excited about where the industry is going from a software and a hardware perspective. Communicating the design intent has gotten more difficult as your models have gotten larger, as the things that you're putting together have gotten bigger. That means you've got to be able to take someone that isn't an engineer and put them into a situation where they can envision, say, the entire aircraft or the entire car. The ability to visualize something that is larger than you could possibly house inside of your small design studio is something that is of tremendous value. You can imagine any kind of assembly workers building a new car on an assembly line, putting them in VR to understand what their movements need to be, the ergonomics of how they need to move in order to assemble the car. Rather than shut down a line to let them learn their job, let them learn it first in VR. We all build things that ultimately end up being sold. If you can appeal to the end customer by placing them in the product that they're going to be buying, being able to visualize something, rotate it however they want to in order to examine it, that's a real way to aesthetically please the customer and get them to buy the product. And so you'll certainly see more from a marketing and sales perspective when it comes to VR. Now we're seeing more of VR being used in the product design phase. Matter of fact, if you come by our booth in the expo, Volke is with us, and they're actually utilizing VR in the design phase, where they can have multiple engineers in multiple areas actively in VR on a combined session, talking to one another, pointing out, I don't like this radius, or I need to do this, or I need to make this change when they're looking at a car. VR from a review, I think everyone in here probably already accepts, but from a design perspective, it's something that is certainly going to be making a bigger splash. That's going to continue to be a push. The earlier you can communicate the design intent, the earlier you can make changes, the earlier you can get collaboration and get people to agree and be able to bring a product to market faster.